Hello everyone, welcome to a new session of your mathematics class. In the last classes, we have been discussing on how to solve linear equations in one variable. So in this class, we are going to proceed further with different criterions, and first among them is to analyze or how to solve linear equation or equations in which there are variables in either side of the equation, that is in the LHS and in RHS also. There are some example questions in your textbook. Since it's already solved by the authors, I'm directly getting into the exercise part. Let's see the exercise questions. Let's see the first question. Solve 3x is equal to 2x plus 18. Unlike the previous questions, there are variables on either side of the equation. So all we need to do is to isolate the variable part into one side and the constant part to the other side, or the numerals to one side. So let's see how to do this one. Considering 3x is equal to 2x plus 18, you can take this 2x to left hand side of the equation with only one condition: the symbol of the number changes when they are taken into the other side. So what happens? 3x is 3x, then 2x changes to or comes to LHS. So what happens? 3x minus 2x is equal to 18. Then what is 3x minus 2x? It is x. So you will get the answer x is equal to 18. Then let's try the next one. Third one, 5x plus 3 or 5x plus 9 is equal to 5 plus 3x. So take this 3x to left hand side and this 9 to the right hand side of the equation. So what happens? 5x minus 3x. Now take this 9 to the other side. What happens? It happens as 5 minus 9. Then what can you write from this one? 5x minus 3x is 2x is equal to 5 minus 9 is minus 4. Now let's write in this side 2x is equal to minus 4. To find the value of x, take 2 to the right hand side of the equation. Since it's multiplied here, when it goes to the right hand side, it becomes the division. That is x is equal to minus 4 by 2. What is minus 4 upon 2? The answer will become minus 2. Because 4 by 2 is 2, since there is a negative symbol, we are liable to put the C. And you got the answer as minus 2. Now, coming to the fifth question, let's see. 2x minus 1 is equal to 14 minus x. Then take this x to the left hand side and minus 1 to the right hand side. So it happens 2x. This minus x, when it comes to the LHS, becomes plus x. Then there is an equal to symbol. Minus 1 taken to the right hand side will give us plus 1. 2x plus x is 3x is equal to 14 plus 1 is clearly 15. Then x is equal to 15 divided by 3, or x is equal to 5. That's the answer for you. Now the sixth one. Sixth one is a special question. So I took that 8x plus 4 is equal to 3 times x minus 1 plus 7. Here you cannot take this whole, or it will be confusion in when we take without proceeding or simplifying the RHS. So first we will do the simplification of RHS. So there is no change in the left hand side. 8x plus 4 is equal to 3 times x minus 1 means 3 times x minus 3 times 1, that is 3. I hope you remember what I did. This is called the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Or okay, then now let's see this. There is some more particles available in the right RHS to be solved. What is minus 3 plus 7? Minus 3 plus 7 is plus 4. Now take the variables to LHS and the constants or numerals to the RHS. So what happens? 8x minus 3x is equal to 4 minus 4. What is 8x minus 3x? It is 5x, and what's there left in the RHS? It's 0. So immediately you can write x is equal to 0, or to be more specific, you can say x equal to 0 divided by 5. You know, if you divide any number by 0, the answer is again 0. So we got x is equal to 0. That's it. Now to check whether the answers that you have got is true or false, all you need to do is to put the value of x that you have got in the given equation. If the equation is satisfying, then your answer is pretty sure. Let's see the same. Consider the third equation over here. 5x plus 9 is equal to 5 plus 3x. I hope you have noted down in your notebook. So I am erasing this one. I am going to verify this one. Verification of question number 3. Question says 5 times x and an addition of 9 will give 5 added to 3 times of that number, and that particular number was obtained by us as minus 2. So what happens when we put in the LHS? LHS is 5x plus 9. So this is 5 into minus 2 plus 9. That is 5 into minus 2 is minus 10 plus 9. What is minus 10 plus 9? It's minus 1. Now coming to the RHS, let's see what it has to give us. RHS says 5 plus 3 times x, and what was the value of x? 3 times minus 2. That is same as 5 plus minus 6. What is 5 minus 6? It's also minus 1. So we got LHS and RHS equal, which means our answer is right. Now let's move on to the remaining questions. Seventh one, x is equal to 4 by 5 times x plus 10. So this is inside the bracket x plus 10, and there is a 4 by 5 multiplied over. You can rewrite this as x is equal to 4 times x plus 10 whole divided by 5. There is no harm in writing in this way. Now we can just do the cross multiplication. 5 times x. 5 times x is 5x is equal to 4 times x plus 10. What is 4 into x? It's 4x plus 4 into 10 is 40. Now you can take this 4x to the LHS. So what happens? 5x minus 4x is equal to 40. What does that imply? 5x minus 4x is 1x, or simply x. Then you will get the value x is equal to 40. That is our answer. Now move on to the third one, or ninth one. 2y plus 5 by 3 is equal to 26 by 3 minus y. The very same step that we have been doing all day along. Take this minus y to the left hand side. So it gives 2y plus y. Now take 5 by 3 to the other side. What happens? There is already 26 by 3. Then another 5 by 3 should be subtracted. 2y plus y is 3y is equal to 26. Now here the denominators are the same. So you can put the denominators as common. 26 minus 5. So what happens? 3y is equal to 26 minus 5 is 21 by 3. Is that fine? So you will get y is equal to, what is 21 by 3? It's 7. Then we get the value of y as 7 by 3. So you get the value 7 by 3. Now moving on to the last question of this exercise. 3m is equal to 5m minus 8 by 5. To do this one, I would recommend, you can do in your own way, in any way. You can either take this 5m to the left hand side or 3m to the right hand side by taking minus 8 by 5 to the left hand side. Any way is possible, but never forget to change the symbol appropriately. Otherwise it will be gone. Now what I am going to do is that I am going to take this 5m to the left hand side. So it gives 3m minus 5m is equal to minus 8 by 5. Don't get panicked when you see lots of negative symbol. It's going to be very easy. Moreover, let's see how this will be done. 3m minus 5m will give as 2m is equal to minus 8 by 5. Now all you need to do is to take this minus 2 to the right hand side. So what it will give? M is equal to minus 8 by 5 into this minus 2 must be taken to the right hand side. So it will become division. So this 2 can be taken to the denominator along with 5. So you will get M is equal to, there is a negative symbol. Now what you can do is that you can cancel this minus and this minus. Because there are two negative symbols, it will be changed as a positive symbol. So the answer will be getting as 8 by 10. It would be recommended to write the answer in most simplest form. So you can write, you can cancel this 8 and 10 using 2. So you can write 4 times 2 and 5 times 2 as 8 and 5 respectively. So the answer that you are in search is m is equal to 4 by 5. Let us move on to the next part, section 2.5, some more applications of linear equations in one variable. Now, there was a question as example 14. We are going to do a similar question in the exercise 2.4, question number 3. So, first of all, please everyone read the question and understand what they have included in this question. The question says sum of the digits of a 2-digit number. So that's a 2-digit number is 9. Sum of the digits. For example, okay, we'll read the question completely once. When we interchange the digits, then new number is greater than the original by 27. What is the original number? We need to know some formal things to solve this question. Basically, you know all 2-digit numbers will be of the form. For example, we are writing 79. How many digits are there? 1, 2. 2 digits are there. Now, in that case, it is given sum of the digits of 2-digit number is 9. So, if we take 7 here, then the corresponding digit will be 2. We don't know what is the perfect way, but the sum should be 9. Then, as we have been doing all day along, just consider the first number to be x. Fine. Now, if we take one number as x, then the sum should be 9. What will be the next number? The next number will be x subtracted from 9. Then we will get the sum of the numbers as 9. Let's see. First number is 9 minus x. First digit is 9 minus x and second digit is x. What is their sum? 9. So, this is perfect. So, consider the digits of our numbers as 9 minus x and x. So, this is how we have reached. Now, one of the important things that we need to know is that if we are given any 2-digit number, say 53, cannot we write this as 5 into 10 plus 3 by multiplying it with the place value? We have learned in this in our lower classes. So I am going to do the same with our 2 digits also. So what gives it, what it gives? What is the place value of x? It is a1. What is the place value of this first digit? It is 10. So this can be written as 10 into 9 minus x plus x. Any problem? So what happens here? 10 into 9 is 90 minus 10 into x is 10x plus x. So, what if we can further simplify this one? 90, I will write with bigger font. 9 minus x plus, 9 minus x, x. This is how our digit appears. This is same as 10 into 9 minus x plus x. So 90 minus 10x plus x. We can simplify this one, which will give us 90 minus 9x. So this is our first part. Then when we interchange the digits, the new number is greater than the original by 27. So before getting into the second statement, let's try to simplify or track from the first statement. When we interchange, so we are going to interchange the digits. That is, if the number is 72, if we interchange, what are we going to get? We will get 27. We are going to do the same process here also. We are interchanging the digits. So what happens? X and 9 minus x. What is x and 9 minus x in this way? Or by giving the place value, what you will get? Place value of x is 10. So this is 10x plus, what is the place value of 9 minus x? 1. So 9 minus x itself. We can simplify this one. 10x minus x is 9x plus 9. So this is, let this be our equation number 2. Now What's the further statement given? Then new number is greater than the original by 27. So once again, new number is greater than the original number by 27. So I am going to write new number is greater than the original number by 27. That is original number plus 27 will give us the new number. So new number is bigger and by 27 of the original number. Okay, so what's new number? New number is, we have got as 9x plus 9, and what's our original number? Original number is 90 minus 9x. This is our original number. By how much? 27. Now all you need to do is to simplify the equation that's in front of us. You can easily do that. Taking minus 9x to the left hand side and 9 to the right hand side, you will get 9x plus 9x is equal to 90 plus 27 minus 9. So you will get 18x is equal to, what is 27 minus 9? It's 18. 18 plus 90 is 108. So you will get the value of x as 108 upon 18, which is clearly x. This is not our final answer. We have got the value of x. Now, what was our digit that we have considered? It was of the form 9 minus x, x. So, what's the value of x? X is 6, and what is 9 minus 6? 3. So, the value or the number that we assume is 36. So, this is how the process is done. So, please repeat. And please watch the video once again if you have any doubts still left. Here is the 8th question. The question may seem a bit confusing while reading, but it's one of the easiest questions. So let's try to solve. This question contain 3 or 4 statements. We should have more concentration on this one because there is a slight chance of deviating from the real answer. So let's see. Half of a herd of deers are grazing. So a group of deers. Herd means group or a bunch of deers. We used to say a herd of sheep, herd of deers, etc. Anyway, half of a herd of a deers are grazing in the field, and 3/4 of the remaining who were not grazing in the field. Is that fine? Okay. 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. Now, the rest 9 are drinking water from the pond. Find the number of deers in the herd. So, there was a herd of deers and we don't know the total number of deers in the herd, but given half of the deers are grazing. So, consider the total number of deers as x. That will give you a better idea. So, this is the way to write. This is the first step. Let the total number of deers in the herd be x. Now, what's the first statement? Now, I'm going to write down a bit faster. Please listen. Half of the herd of deers. So, that's half of the herd. We know total number of deers is x. So, half of them means x by 2. Okay, half of these are grazing in the field and 3/4 of the remaining. Now, x by 2 is gone. Then, what is remaining? X by 2 will be remaining because x by 2 plus x by 2 will give us x. So, half of x is x by 2. The remaining half is x by 2. And from them, 3/4 of the remaining. That is 3/4 of the remaining x by 2. Did you get it? That is 3/4 of x by 2. That's the ending of this statement. The rest 9 are drinking water from the pond. So there are 9 more. What will be the total number of deers? We have already assumed that to be x. Now we have got an equation. We can easily solve. We have learned the method to solve the equation even when there are variables on both of the sides. Let's try to solve. X by 2 plus 3/4 of x by 2 means 3/4 into x by 2. What is 3/4 into x by 2? It is 3x by 8 plus 9 is equal to x. Now what shall we do? We can use any method. I am going to go for LCM method. What is the LCM of 2 and 8 here? It's 8, right? So I am going to make the LCM of each of the numbers, or the denominators of each of the numbers, as 8. So we need to multiply 4 here. Same 4 is to multiply the numerator as well. So it will give us 4x by 8 plus 3x by 8. Here it is 1 in the denominator. So I am going to multiply 8 by 8. So who will appear in the numerator? It is 72 by 8. That will give us our x. Now we can take the denominator as it is same. So I am going to write down here 4x plus 3x plus 72 whole divided by 8 will give us x. Now what is 4x plus 3x? It's 7x plus 72 is equal to, just cross multiply this one, so it will be 8x. Now take this 7x to the right hand side, so it will be 72 is equal to x, and we have got the answer. We have considered total number of deers in the herd as x, and we got the value of x as 72. So how many deers were there? 72 deers were there in that particular herd. Let's see the ninth question. The question says, a grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. Also, he is also 54 years older than her. So in this question, we are given two conditions or two statements. We need to convert this into an equation and solve and find the ages of these two people. So let's see how this can be done. Grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. So here granddaughter, based on or related to granddaughter, the age of grandfather is given. So we should consider the age of granddaughter as x. It's all about getting it correctly. So the person or the unknown quantity or x that is to be considered is for the age of the granddaughter. So you can say let age of granddaughter is equal to x. Then we can clearly say age of grandfather is 10 times. Then we can say age of grandfather will be 10 times x. Now the next statement is the most important part. He is also 50 years older than her. 54 years older than means the difference of their ages will be 54. Can you did you get it? For example, what is my age? My age is 26 and most of you will be having age of 13 or 14. So what is the difference? 13. Then I can say I am 13 years older than you. How did I get it? By subtracting the age of mine and yours. Then only you got 13. Is the concept clear? The same way, if it is given that the grandfather is 54 years older than the granddaughter, the difference of their ages will be 54. So you can say given age difference is equal to 54. Now we have already considered their ages. Who has the biggest age or who is older? Of course, grandfather is older. So we can write 10x minus x will be 54. What is 10x minus x? It is 9x is equal to 54. And what is x? It is 54 by 9. So we get the value of x as 6. And what is 6? Age of the granddaughter. So we can say age of granddaughter is equal to 6 years. Then what will be age of grandfather? Age of grandfather is equal to 10 times x. And what's the value of x? 6. So 10 into x, I am going to write the answer 60 years. So grandfather is 60 years here.